see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. First down for this offense. On the run, it's Clark. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides insanely.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Teammate of Herbig rated him. Says that he's talked with Nick Herbig, and he says that it is
really good. He's got nice hands. He saw it on the last
and he says that he is not
Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Season. I think something does have to hit on this team outside linebacker.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
So that looks like Herbig was really effective this year. And for me, guys, if I had to trade I don't trade anyone there.
Might be changing the route.
I think losing a Herbig
from the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Clark.
The guy that is the most expensive.
And how nice is it, David?
Former Steeler and Nick traded says that he has talked with Nick Herbig, and he says that Nick is done not being able to
matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down.
Defense holds their ground, pick up a yard, it's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one.
There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He's got 42 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. And he got smacked just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side.
They're about to exhaust their opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up here on third down. Makes the grab, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They strike first in that opening drive of the season. Could not have done better.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed to put it down, they put a bunch of plays together, pulled the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Washington State Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine of linebacker.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle, not just in pass coverage, but matchup.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the hole and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. He's got him in the flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cougars go to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. Setting up for a first and 10. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative. But they're the big opponent, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running legs, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads it left. It's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Cougars are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon First coming off the edge. The three. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to the period. Gets the back moving to the air. It's Duggar. Heaves it on the run. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us able to score points on this drive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
There you go.
On the move.
Weird.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Back to pass on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Gators will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Dropping back, it's Duggar. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Gators will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Barrels ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense.
Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over NC State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll give it to the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Morton Stadium.
The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Duggar. That's caught, it's Johnson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rolling right and going deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Back to pass, it's Duggar. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Oh, he's got a chance. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Washington State will have to boot it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back in and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Gators! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Split backs here. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And now on second down for this offense. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Takes a handoff. It's Clark. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than is blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The carry going off right tackle here. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 13 over South Carolina. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Quickly to the tight end. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Rides to back and leaves it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Duggar. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation. In the 4th quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Tripped up at the 25, picking up 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now they're want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in downs and let this clock tick away.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for a gap, it's Clark. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Wants to bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Duggar. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Washington State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stat.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. Pass to 50. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking for room, it's Clark. There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not.